that are available for us here in Africa. Like he said, we still leveraging on existing cyber solutions from outside of Africa, I should say. If you look at traditional ones like the firewalls we have, the IDSs and the IPSs we have, most of them, we subscribe to them and they aren't ours. And even these days there are even more advanced ones. We have advanced SIMs that are enabling behavioral analysis and all that, because threat acts are currently advancing, and threat actors are changing their modus operandi. So they are now putting AI into the development of several cyber technological tools. Now, if you look at it in that way, you would see that as Africa, or as a people in Africa, in our progress with respect to cyber technologies, we are just far behind, because we are not really looking much into how we can develop our own solutions. The point is, like, if even I want to make a chip, and then I can outsource the development of that chip from China. Why do I have to start from scratch? We don't really believe in ourselves how we can start this up. If it doesn't look neat, we want to use it just like that and improve on it as time goes on. So this is not something that we really do, and that has actually put us behind in terms of cyber technologies. Now, I would say, from my perspective and what we do in KUST, so I realized that in the university there are a lot of these young students, although we are doing BSc Computer Science and not BSc Cybersecurity, there are some of the students in the second and in the third year, they begin to get interest or directions. And some of them are really interested in cybersecurity, and I must tell you that some of them are super good. So I supervised a student just recently. He just passed on to national service. And then he told me, well, in KUST, if I check the network system, when I get connected via the Ethernet, I will be able to use certain tools, I don't want to mention the name, to capture packets and monitor conversations, from people. And I said, oh, really? Okay, that's fine. So then I want you to develop an intrusion detection system that would prevent that. Okay. So I thought it was a joke, but the gentleman was able to do that. So he built, using a combination of certain tools, and he built the intrusion detection system. And I think I even invited Joy News to do a cover on that. Very soon it will be out. And that is what I am trying to do with the students. I believe that we can start by doing some of the traditional ones. Just in quote, copy, okay? And then let's see, you are creating alternatives for existing one. So that now in our country, we begin to look at these are our own homegrown solutions and the alternatives to the outside, what we have outside. So let's start using them. They may have bugs here and there, then we improve, and that's how we have to do it before we even get to the point where we put in AI and all that stuff. Okay, so then the next thing is about the capacity building. Now, with respect to time, I'm going to just wrap up quickly. So we have the global certification standards that a lot of people seek to acquire these certifications, because once they do, then they have the opportunity to work in bigger organizations. But just as he said, we also need to start thinking about, well, we've had many people with the certificates. Why don't they train others and get them certified? Let's put ourselves together, and then now instead of getting people to pay huge sums of money outside, and even with some of the certifications you have to renew or even pay over, so it's quite expensive. So why don't we get those who are experts in this to build up a whole academy where we train people and say, okay, we certify you and you got it from this academy in Ghana, and we believe in you that you have the skill and you can do this. Now, so in a small way, I've also started this in KUST. So in KUST, what I'm doing is I'm training people who work in a public and private institution. Now, this is at a very low cost, and you don't get to renew over and over. But what we try to do is that we actually teach them hands-on, We give them the hands-on skills that makes them ready for the market. So yeah, there are these challenges all around, but we need to start looking into ourselves, how we can start something ourselves and make things better in the space of cybersecurity. Thank you.
Thank you so much.